So I had put this off by a few days by this point, but I figured since today was sucked anyhow, I may as well do the crappiest job I could think of, and this was the one. The busted screw head was resting comfortably right next to the place where I had broken it off, obviously doing so simply to mock me every time I glanced in that direction. Now I knew replacing it probably wouldn't take too long, however I was still contemplating on taking the easy route. You know the one that calls you down the broad path. The path that doesn't really lead to anywhere in particular you'd like to be. Just glue the screw head back down. No one will ever know. It's not a big deal. It's not anything that will ever cause an issue. Now, all these things are most likely true. I doubt anyone would ever know if I cut this corner. Unfortunately, I'd still know. The attempt to justify it alone is enough of a warning sign that I should probably abandon the idea immediately. And so I do. I began disassembling. When I was about halfway, I suddenly realized for some reason that I didn't need to take the whole side off after all. I could actually access the boards from underneath. Being quite impressed with my newfound solution, I began to reassemble. Once I had reassembled and was about to tip it over, I realized that no, I was correct the first time. I can only access these boards if I take the whole side off. So I moped around for about 10 minutes, considering setting the whole thing ablaze, and I swallowed my pride and got back to it. I did eventually manage to get the board off and get after the screw, but of course, wouldn't it be my luck for it to break off? Not just once, twice, but lucky number 3. By this time, I wasn't even thinking of folding. If this was a losing hand, I didn't care anymore. I was pushing it through to bust if I had to. Once I acquired that mindset, of course, everything fell into place. The rest of the repair went off without a hitch. I wonder how many things in our lives run along this thread. It seems that the conscience flicker of integrity is always beckoning us down the narrow path, the one that holds all the treasures. Now I'm not exactly sure what those treasures are, but I do know that I'll never have to worry about that screwhead again.